Hey guys, Tunable here. So I'm working hard on updates, and I'm here you guys with a changelog. So we got a lot of things to go over this time. There is no scarcity this time, so I might just skip over some of the stuff that you don't really need to worry about. So yeah, I guess let's get started. First of all, there's a New Year's code. You can find that on my group wall or my Twitter. I might post it in the description as well. Can't remember it off the top of my head. I think it's happy. Oh yeah, it's Happy New Year exclamation point. So redeem that. It pretty much gives you some free stuff. There you go. Another thing that's been added into the game as of this week is music. I'm not going to play it because it's might be copyright. Who knows? But it does sound nice. You know, it's like soothing music and all. There's the option if you want to disable it. So there's that. Another thing that's been added is Xbox compatibility. It's nothing special, like too integrated, you know, but everything works just fine on Xbox, you know. It'll work pretty well. The performance is fine and all. I was surprised it was such a seamless transfer to Xbox. But yeah, enjoy that. There's also a special edition item if you own Xbox. Hold up. Yeah, this thing right here. So all you have to do is join the game. Should give you it. You have to be on Xbox, so you can't just play with a controller. I do not believe you can. Who knows? Anything's possible. So yeah, so some more mobile compatibility improvements, GUI scaling and all. Yet again, just some standard stuff. There's been some more operations with touch latency that should improve it. I know it is happening with the lava and all. It should be much better. I don't really know what else I can do. In this update, there's also an improved save system. There's kind of a rough start with it, where we actually had an unrelated problem, and the save system kind of served as a scapegoat, really. It was just a very unfortunate turn of events that this both happened at the same time, and I almost ended up removing it, but no, it is here. I don't expect any data loss to be happening anymore. I'm pretty sure it is over now. So that's a big load off our chests. There's some bounty balls on the loading screen that I rejoined, but it's not a big deal, you know. It was just something from a past project, and I just decided to put it in the game because it looks cool. It's a little interactive thing for if the game tends to be taking a while to load. There you go. You know, you have something to do. So also another thing, let's turn our sound on. There's some interface sound effects, so you might hear a little click whenever you do some certain things, you know. No big thing there, but the big thing is say a drill, and now is sound effects, and actually I believe coal generators have sound effects too. Yeah, you can hear that kind of fire sound. I don't know if you can actually hear it. I'm not really sure how to set the audio up for that. Maybe you can and maybe you can't. But yeah, so a lot more items are going to start having sounds now. So that leads me into my other thing. Some more air effects are implemented into the game. So an example over here is this super rare item, Blood Hunter. And now whenever it airs, it'll buzz, and in addition to that, it'll actually turn the upgrader a different color, and it'll actually disable it for a few seconds. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and turn sound off. That's annoying. So yeah, that's a pretty cool new feature, I suppose. A new feature too is this clicker. There's some improvements with the clicker. It should work a lot better. It's a lot easier for me to add it in now. So also expect more interactive items. See, you can see the little selection box here. And it actually prioritizes the items together. So see now, say if I have this item in the way, it'll actually by default choose the clicker other than instead of the item itself. So yeah, that's pretty helpful. Another thing is that compacted ores can now be teleported. I guess we'll just watch this. There you go. It gets processed just fine. And another thing is a portal no longer counts as an upgrade. See, like I use a lot of stuff in this game, like these portals, while these are technically conveyors, in the game's code they're registered as upgraders, so the collision detection is implemented. So now, but I now made it so that they don't actually upgrade, like they aren't actually filed as a upgrade in the game's code for an ore. So you can now use, say, a portal with ion scanner, or if you have like a direct furnace and you want to use a ramp or something, you can also use it for that. So I suppose that'll help a lot of people. So another thing, okay, you probably noticed this already, but shop droppers, look at that, they're good. I did a huge buff wave for the shop droppers because their quality just didn't match up with other items in the game. So they're all a lot more balanced now. Make sure you read the drop rate so you know how much cash per second it has. Like platinum mine, 12k per second, pretty good. It can compete with some prestige items, but of course it doesn't stay in your inventory. So, and it's, you know, prestige items are fairly free, you know. So yeah, there's that. So I mean, it probably won't affect too many high prestige players, but for you low prestiges that don't have something like Sun and Moon or Red Tronium, even Triple Red Tronium, then that is very helpful to you. So there's also some new items. I kind of have them scattered around. We got some reskins right in here. All the ore cleaners are reskinned because they're annoyingly basic. We've got a reskin for Slimazorium Slime Caker right here. It looks really cool. The air effect is a nice pink too. So that's nice. We've got this beta refiner, which is actually a really interesting item. Shout out to the Amazing King for building it. It adds 1% for every day that you've played Mining Madness. So when it means that, it refers to this value over here, days played. See, I have 64. I just started logging it a few months ago, so if you're like super early alpha or something, it's not going to count like 100 days, even though the game has existed for longer. But yeah, so this thing, it only really counts it if you join the game, so it'll only add to that if you play the game that certain day. So yeah, it's 1% per day. I don't know, it's a pretty cool item. Great way to keep people coming back, you know. Who knows, some of the really old people might be able to get some crazy setups going with that. So obviously got some bug fixes. A lot of the descriptions have been rewritten because they were really like cringy. I never really put much effort into them. But shout out to Void Sealer for rewriting the descriptions of a bunch of the items. There are some typos here and there. I'll be waiting that out through the coming days. So we've also got some optimization to group interact, so it should now just be a little bit quicker. The drills also should be quicker. They used to lag really hard. Should be fine now. And another thing, this is a memory leak patch. Not really something you should be noticing. Probably not the cause of the crash bug, so I'm sorry about that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this update. This is considered the beta release. Just about that, you know, the game's always, like I've always kind of considered the game alpha, but in reality, a lot of people could consider it, you know, beta for a few months, but I'm just not calling it beta because I like the ship quality work, you know, so I'm not going to call it, you know, beta if it's not beta quality in my opinion. So yeah, I guess this is now the beta update, you know. This is now beta. Full release probably isn't too far away, you know. I want to get a few more things done with the game, you know, before the game is considered complete. And, you know, I start ad bombing it and all and advertising, that sort of thing. Really trying to expand the game. So, yeah, that's all I really have for you guys right now. Have fun. Any bug reports you have, any crash information, please post it below. Follow me on Twitter at Tuning Studios. Join my group, Tuning Studios. Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube. Thank you for 1,400 subscribers. I think it is. That's insane. I didn't think I'd get so many subscribers with my lack of uploads, but clearly you guys like the change logs and the codes, so I'll keep doing what I'm doing. So yeah, that's it, guys. See ya.